Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Galactipod, where we talk about a galaxy worth of different topics. My name is Nico.
My name is Logan.
And today we have Arcane Season 1. We're going to be reviewing that. If anyone watched our last episode, for our secondary segment, we're going to be continuing the it's not really King of the Hill, but the knockout tournament bracket we do with Marvel and DC projects. So if you want to watch that, that's going to be our secondary segment. But the first thing we're going to do today is going to be Arcane Season 1, and next week we're going to do Arcane Season 2. But we are going to keep it shorter because this season did come out a while ago. I don't have, before we give our ratings, I have like almost no cons.
I have.
So do you want to start with cons? Because you told me you don't have a lot.
We can start with cons because you might be mad at my rating, and it's because of the cons that I have.
Okay, so you want to start, but neither of us have a lot of cons.
No, okay. Mine are short.
Okay. So before we give our pros and cons, let's give our rating for Arcane Season 1. You ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, 9.5.
I went 9.
Why do you think I'd be mad at 9?
Well, because I thought you gave it a 10 from the way you talked about it.
No, there's certain things I like. Like, look, this is still my favorite season of television, of one of my favorites of all time, if not my favorite. But like, I'm dumb to think it's perfect. Like, there are some things bad in there. That or like there. I don't even know if I would say bad, just not amazing. I would say. But give your first con. I want to know what you're thinking.
Okay, both of my cons are about the same character. I'll start with this one. So my thing is, I haven't checked this, but I'm pretty sure he had the most screen time. Okay. Jace was like the least compelling character out of the entirety of the main cast. Like, and literally, I have it written down here where Victor was so much more interesting of a character than Jace was, and it's like I'm watching Jace on the screen and I'm like, dude, after the first 2 episodes, his character just became like, well, it's the councilwoman's boy toy now. She just like, if anything, he just furthered that lady's character as she manipulated him and all of that. Like, dude.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest. Listen, the things I like about Jace, I probably have to wait until we finish the whole season to really talk about it. A lot of the things I like about Jace aren't really about Jace, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, like, I definitely see where you're coming from. I could definitely see where you're coming from.
My other con is like, I'll just give my other, because I literally have 2 written down here.
Okay, yeah,
his relationship with the councilwoman. Bro, okay.
Her name is Mel, by the way.
Mel, okay, yeah. If anyone has listened to these, they know I'm horrible with names. Mm-hmm. But, so with Mel, right? And it's like, it's kind of hinted at like that he's like attracted to her, and she obviously is trying to get with him, where she does the thing at the ball where she like grabs his, like fixes his tire.
Right.
There's the sex scene, yes? That's not what I'm complaining about. I'm complaining about the episode after the sex scene. The only like actual intimate interaction they've had beyond just like a slightly flirty interaction is the sex scene. This is a direct quote from Jace. "Nothing feels impossible when I'm with you." That was the most like out of nowhere thing ever. It's like, yes, the romance was there's like romance there, but
when you heard that line, did you take it as like he feels in love, or he feels like he can accomplish more because of the political shit he gets with her? Because that's how I took it. When I heard that line, I took it as like, when I'm with you, give me the confidence, or you give me the strategy to pull off some shit politically, and I can accomplish it.
If they were just sitting in a room together, I would do that. Think that way. He had his head laying in her lap when he said it. That was very much meant to be a romantic way, and he had basically expressed no romantic anything towards her other than fucking her.
On a first glance, no, I agree with you.
Like, it's
rewatching it, there are some scenes where I'm like, you notice subtle glares and looks, but like I can definitely see where you're coming from.
Subtle stuff, but it's like, dude.
No, I see where you're coming from.
And that's all my cons. Okay. Like unironically, just because, and I would have.
I don't disagree with either of those. By the way,
I would have given it a 9.5, but because I don't know this for sure. It's either Jace or Jinx had the most screen time, and
I think it's Jinx.
I think
it was Jinx.
I don't know, because in the early episode or the mid episodes, Jace gets a lot of screen time, but it's like,
well, when the episode he's introduced in, I think it's episode 2. He's like the majority of the episode. Yeah.
Well, in the introduction sequence of the show is him as like a kid, but like with the arcane dude who gives him the thing.
Oh, you're talking about okay, yes.
But when your first or second character with the most screen time is like so like, I think Heimendinger was a more compelling character than Jace. I think Marcus was a more compelling character than Jace.
Okay, so you don't think his backstory was compelling at all?
I think it was nice. I think it was a good back. I think it introduces everything. But after that, like, the only thing I liked about Jace was when him and Victor broke into Heimdallr's lab.
So you didn't like any of his backstory with his mom?
With his mom, bro. Like, it was like, okay. Like, the only thing I liked about the backstory was how he kept wearing the freaking gemstone he got from the guy.
Yeah, the rune.
The rune. Was it a rune? No, it's like...
It is a rune.
Was it a rune?
But, okay, I mean, I could definitely see your argument. I'm gonna move on to my first con. It's one of the ones you already said. Since first watch, I didn't like it. Second watch, I didn't like it. The first few episodes, I actually have watched 3 times because we've tried to review this before and we never ended up doing it. But, like, the 3 times that I've seen the beginning of this, I didn't like it, and it's Jace and Mel. I don't like Jace and Mel, mainly because you can tell she doesn't actually like him and just wants to get a piece of his potential. So a lot of, like, the intimate moments don't feel real, but they're supposed to feel real.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they're good for her character.
Yes.
And for his character, they do absolutely nothing.
And so it just doesn't work for me personally. But that being said, Mel is one of, if not the finest animated characters I've ever seen in my life.
I was going to say that.
She is so bad.
I was going to say that.
She is, like, I'm sorry, bro. I don't know what it is with dark-skinned people with golden jewelry.
Yes, that's exactly what it was.
So good.
That's exactly what
bro,
it was.
She looks good as fuck. But I have certain things that I think about Mel's character, but that's more so when we get into season 2. But Season 1, I like her character.
Try not to mention season 2 as much because I haven't seen it. Next week.
But I think I really like I like her character in season 1. There's certain things where I didn't like so much. I don't really believe the chemistry or the tension between her and Jace. I don't really like it. I don't really believe it. I don't dislike Jace's character. I don't dislike Mel's character. I don't like the ship though. The relationship. I don't like it.
I don't like the ship just because it's like. Well, I like it for Mel. I'll say that. I like it for Mel because it's very obvious what she's trying to do. She's trying to.
But here's the thing: you like it for Mel, but not because she likes him.
Well, yeah, not because she likes him. I think it's good for her character development. I don't think it's a good ship at all. It's not meant to be a good ship. It's meant to be Jace is getting manipulated. But what I'm saying is, like, I don't dislike Jace. I'm just saying, like, he's the second main character, I would say, after Jinx in terms of screen time, and he's by far, like, the least compelling character.
I mean,
I would say
in terms of main characters, I could see that argument.
I would say Victor's better. I would say Violet's better. The only other one I could say you could say is not better than Jace is Caitlyn, and I would agree with that. But I would say Jinx is definitely better. Silco's definitely better. Echo, even with as little screen time as he gets in the season's better.
Yes.
Vander in the first 3 episodes before he dies is better.
Well, I'll go on to my next one, and you kind of brought up. I don't like Caitlyn's character.
Yeah,
I don't like it. I'm gonna be honest. I really don't care about the chemistry between her and Vi. And I'll say this is an offhand comment about their like little relationship, whatever. Right? If there is a certain, okay, I'm like, this is kind of a spoiler, but not really for season 2. I wished there only ends up being one gay couple in this show.
Some two, right?
Right, and it's them too.
Yeah,
that's not really a spoiler. You can kind of tell that's where it's heading, right? But there is one pairing that once we finish the show, I'll talk about that I would have wished they gave it to them so much more. But I don't like her chemistry with her and Vi. I don't really care about it. Especially since I don't think their chemistry is like otherworldly or anything, and her arc just doesn't really do it for me, especially compared to like other characters' arcs. I think even Jace had a better arc than her, because her only real arc is I just kind of want to get out of like my family's like reputation or like shadow or whatever it is. Her mom is on the council, yes.
Because in the beginning when they're on the trial, it seemed like her mom, or for Jace, it seemed like her mom wasn't, and then
her mom is on the council. Her mom is on the council. Yes, okay. Yes. Her mom is on the council, but
I also don't like how they showed her dad in like one scene.
Yeah, her dad was in like 2 or 3 scenes. But I think the reason why they didn't show the dad as much is because in reality the dad is not who she's worried about, like thematically in terms of like the person who puts the pressure on her is her mom.
But even then, her mom's character also got like no screen time. Like we got no lines from her mom's character.
We got a decent amount, but like
it wasn't like the first couple episodes. Like none related to Caitlyn. All of the mom's characters.
Almost all of them are related to Caitlyn.
Bro, when they were doing the trial, that's when she got the most lines.
Well, yeah, bro, but it's because like I'll say this, like, right? It is impossible for any show to have every character be fleshed out.
Yeah, but
in reality, that her character, Caitlyn's mom, is built to be, like a way to progress Caitlyn's arc, and I think she does that. So I think she served her purpose. That being said, though, that doesn't mean I like Caitlyn's arc. I don't like it. Her leaving Vi out to dry when they had like a council with the audience or an audience with the council, like when they're like when they first go up to the council and then Vi just kind of making that speech and Caitlyn's just like sitting there. I'm like, I didn't really like that. And like I thought it was really dumb. And at times it really does feel like her writing purpose is just to be used as a roadblock between Vi and Jinx.
Like that's what she's there for.
That's what she's there for, but at the same time, it's also like that's the best thing she does, and it's not really something she's actively doing, and that's an issue when you give her an entire character arc throughout the season.
That's another thing I didn't like about Jace is that I felt like with how their chemistry wasn't like the first 2 episodes, their relationship should have been more fleshed out. Like I'm not saying it should have been.
But when I first watched the show, I thought they were dating.
No, yeah, because in the first like episode, it seems kind of flirty, but then it's like, okay, this is very clearly a platonic thing. Why is their relationship not fleshed out? Like, why is this not a thing that's happening?
Yeah, I don't really like that either. I would like what I'll say is, bro, the first time I watched this season or this show, it didn't clock to me that they weren't together until he hooked up with Mel. And even while he was hooking up with Mel, the first thing in my mind was he's cheating on Caitlyn right now.
No, because I knew they weren't dating.
Because it wasn't until they hooked up and then it was very obvious that there was a romantic tension between Vi and Caitlyn. I'm like, oh shit, they're not actually dating. But like when you first see it, bro, I completely thought they were.
Yeah. Right.
So I don't know. I didn't like that. I only have one more con.
I'm out.
This is something that I'm gonna speak about in terms of this season. I don't like anything to do with Ambessa, Mel's mom. Nothing about her I like. Nothing.
Yeah.
She's annoying and she tries to force that like imposing feel onto people, and it just doesn't really work. Like it doesn't really come off for me. And it
barely possible.
And like it felt like the writers just needed a reason to rapidly accelerate the conflict between the Undercity and Topside, which is like, okay, that's something you have to do. But like it felt like that was her character's only purpose almost, especially because they used her entire character as just that single function almost.
Other than lines from Mel where she's like, I wasn't, my family didn't want me either, or like something.
Yeah, or like her almost entire function was to just rapidly accelerate the thing, and like it did feel a little rushed because of it, and like it kind of spoiled the whole plot line between the Undercity and Topside. And yeah, like I just don't like any of her interactions with anyone. I just think she's a bad character. I didn't like the scene she had with Jace. I thought it was really weird. The one in the hot tub. Yeah, that was weird. I don't like any of her interactions with Mel. Even the one where she's like, I banished you because I couldn't stand to look at you. You made me weak when I had to make like tough decisions. I didn't even really like that too much because it's like, I don't believe you. Like I don't believe you.
It wasn't
like,
delivered well.
Like, yeah, like I don't know. I didn't really like her. But those are all my cons.
Okay, that's all mine. Let's move to the pros so this doesn't take too long because we still have a lot to do for the other segment.
Yeah, but we really still have a good amount of time.
Yeah,
we could spend a good amount of time.
We have a lot of pros actually. Hold on, one second.
Okay, so we're gonna start with our pros for the season. Do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
You can go first because I did cons first.
Okay, I'll give my first one, which is I don't know what you would think about it. I thought the soundtrack was fucking beautiful.
I also had the soundtrack.
Even the songs that would like sound corny on their own are like just elevated so much by like the scenes that they're in.
Like Imagine Dragons.
Yes, like I never would have thought I would have been like bopping my head to Imagine Dragons in my life, but this show made me do it.
Nah, that scene was. I actually have that scene written down there. I don't know, like it's animation, so it's not technically cinematography, but like the actual
yeah, it is.
The camera shots they had on that scene where you had the drums and you had Vi walking.
It was really good.
That scene was really good. It was one of my favorite scenes.
It was really good. It was rendered really well. Yeah, I agree.
Like that specific scene was, I think it was episode 4 or 5. That was one of the best scenes in the show.
Oh yeah, I can see that. Okay, I think in terms of like visual look, yeah, it's probably one of the best scenes for sure.
Yeah,
but give your first pro.
I had the sound effects.
The sound effects?
Okay,
give me an example. What do you mean by that?
Like the Arcane, like the explosions from the crystals. When they
you mean like the Hextech sound effects?
The hex, not the hex tech specifically. So when when Powder used the crystals in the monkey bomb, like the sound effects there. When they first stabilized the crystal and Heimerdinger walked in, the sound effects.
Oh, when he with the hammer.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I see that.
And the hammer and when they were like floating, that scene as well had really good sound effects.
Was that not just like ambient music in the background?
No, there was actual effects of the magic when it happened.
Oh, you're talking about that. Okay. I mean, yeah, I agree with that. Like, I mean, that's something I don't really notice. Like, but like, yeah, I think that's true. I'll get my next one. On a rewatch, because this is obviously like the earlier, like the first like 3 episodes or so, I've watched like 3 times now. But like the whole season, I've watched like through 2 times now. On a rewatch, you can see the insane amount of like attention to detail.
Yeah.
And like I'm gonna put this to my next pro because it kind of ties in. A big part of that is the opening sequence of the season, like the first thing you see in episode 1, because it sets everything up perfectly. Like, I don't know, I just thought it was really good. Like,
I had another one written down here
because like you know the song that Powder's humming.
Yeah,
she hums it again later in the season. The exact same thing. Like Vi. That's when they first meet Vander.
Powder's nails are pink.
That's the first. Yeah, that's the first time.
Jinx's nails are pink.
Yeah, that's the first time that Vi sees like the fucking like someone using the, what do they call, like the big ass gloves,
the gauntlets.
Yeah, the gauntlets, and that's what makes her want to use those. And like that, obviously, like their parents die there and stuff, and it sets up everything in terms of like why they are with Vander. I thought it was really good.
Yeah. My next pro, since I already kind of just mentioned it, I have character design.
Okay.
Especially the tattoos. So Jinx's tattoos, the blue clouds, look really good.
Those are, bro. I've seen like, I don't know if you can consider them cosplayers because they actually got the real tattoos, but there's people who have gotten the Jinx tattoos in real life. Dude, that's like one of the hottest things I've ever seen in my life.
No, but also Violet's tattoos, the ones on her back, and the one on her.
The lesbians go crazy for that. I'm so serious. The amount of lesbian edits I've seen of Vi's back tattoos is insane.
Bro, I see it.
I'm so serious, bro.
No, but like, then she has the Roman numerals for 6, which also is Vi on her cheek.
Well, yeah, no, that's nothing to do with 6. It's just Vi.
Well, yeah, it's Vi, but it's the Roman.
It's good. It's good. Yeah,
but yeah, like that was also really good. Like, dude, she like the character. I have Jinx with her blue and pink nails. Which I don't.
Okay, I want to ask you this. What did you think about Jinx's character design as an adult? I thought it was like I don't know why. I don't know. I couldn't even tell you really what it is, but something about her character design, like as an adult, is just so fucking good, bro.
It's the posture.
Yeah,
it's the posture. It's
I really like the braids.
It's
too.
the way she stands, the way she moves, and that also goes with it. Her
the
hair,
braids,
like,
the tattoos, yeah,
the tattoos.
Later on in the season, when she has the shimmer eyes.
Yeah. I think, but the character design for a lot of this is also why I don't like Jace, because the design sucks. But
and the character design for Mel is fucking insane.
For Mel is insane.
Woman.
For Victor,
that's the hottest black woman I've ever seen in my life.
Victor's character design is also really good. Vander's I liked.
What did you think about Vander's when he had shimmer?
When he had the,
do you think it looked good?
I was very in between on that. I think it made sense for him to look like that, but he was massive, dude.
Well, it's because when the other guy was working for Silco got it, he went from like being skinny to being pretty big.
Yeah,
Vander was already massive.
Yeah, so no, but the one other guy, Silco's guy that was like tatted that Vi beat in prison.
The Vi beat in prison.
Or remember the big buff tatted guy that works for Silco?
Yeah.
That guy's design was really cool as well.
I agree with that. Yeah, there was some pretty good character designs in here. I'll get my next one. I said something to you before we started like reviewing the show, and I told you it's one of, if not the best animated shows I've ever seen in my life in terms of animation, and you laughed at me. I'm doubling down on it, bro. This show is fucking beautiful, bro.
I didn't.
And like the animation is not just so good, but it's consistently an 8 out of 10 or higher in every single scene throughout the show.
I didn't laugh at you. I just said that because you only watched the Cartoon Network and superhero shows.
Well, yeah, bro, but I'm saying, because here's the thing. In anime, a lot of it is 2D, so it's not the same.
It's not the same, yes. I do.
In terms of quality,
I really like the animation. I'm not disagreeing. I think I had that written down as well. I think the animation was really good, especially in the The arcane scenes. That was actually the best. Like where the actual magic, the runes, those were a lot.
And
of
like there's
scenes.
certain shots that they do. Like this goes to like your cinematography point. That just looks so good. Like I'll give you a few examples. When Powder lost Vi and she was found by Silco, that was beautiful.
Yeah.
Like the opening sequence that I mentioned before, where like their parents die. The sequence where Milo and Clagger die, where you see Powder falling in slow motion, was beautiful.
Yeah.
Jinx lighting the flare for Vi to find her, and just like there's like so many other ones, but like all of those scenes are beautiful. Like they're genuinely like so good.
You know what I think was visually the best scene in the show?
What?
Unironically, the sex scene. Like the scene because it flashes back.
Oh yeah,
and forth.
because it flashes between Victor and.
And then they have it gets to a point where it's just an outline, and then
So you really like porn?
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, but the actual like the way the characters were drawn with the blue, the magic.
But I agree.
Flowing around.
I don't know if I agree that it's the best shot. My opinion, the best shot in this season is right before Silco finds Powder and she's like crying on her knees with the fire behind her.
I think that was good. I just preferred that.
That was, in my opinion, that was.
And then you have Victor splitting up the blood in that scene as well. Like that scene was beautiful.
That
scene was probably like, it was my favorite visual scene of the season. I other scenes I liked more, but like.
I mean, visual. I still probably stick by what I said. I think like right before Silco finds Powder.
Do you want me to do mine?
Yeah, you go next.
I have two here of Jinx's character and the way that they do her like insanity. So one, her PTSD when she first starts with the magic and she like reacts, and second is in her, how you see the voices, you see the backgrounds, it ends up turning later in the season. It ends up like being very visibly Milo, which it wasn't at the start of the season for like some of the scenes.
Yeah, I just thought I have stuff that I'll get to later about Jinx, but I'll say this now. My all-time favorite female fictional character will always be Ahsoka. But, like, Jinx, especially in this season, is so good.
I agree with you. Jinx was probably my favorite character in the season. I don't even think...
it's hard for her not to be, bro. Everyone who watches this show is going to come out loving Jinx. I don't know how you couldn't.
Yeah, everyone who watches the show likes Jinx. I kind of didn't like Violet in the first few episodes, but the last few episodes I really liked Violet.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. You definitely grow to like her for sure. Powder and Jinx you like from the start, I feel like.
Yeah. Well, because she's just so easy to...
Hold on, I'll get my next one. Before I get my next one, I want to say like something really small that like only the people who probably watch our Percy Jackson episode will get. Milo looks a lot like what I picture Leo Valdez to look like.
Yes, he does.
I
noticed that when I first watched it. I'm like, dude, if he was just like a bit taller,
or like if he, like I think if he didn't, I think he had green eyes. If he had brown eyes instead, he would literally just be Leo.
Yeah,
but that's not my actual pro. But
that's just a thing.
But like that, I just really thought that was cool. My next bro, I thought the scene in the beginning of episode 3. Right, the end of like Act 1, I guess you could say, where Grayson dies, like the police chief. Mm-hmm. It's such a good way to introduce how powerful Shimmer can be, because you don't really understand how powerful Shimmer is until you get that scene where it's like this person who's in a position of authority literally just gets fucking like gets got like this, bro. Yeah. Like I just thought it was really fucking cool.
That actually adds to. I have something written here, and I don't know if you'll agree with this. I had episode 3 is the best episode of the whole season. Because that's when Hextech starts.
Yes.
Police chief dies.
Yes.
Which that might have actually been episode 2. I'm not gonna lie.
No,
that was episode 3. That's when Vander dies. Episode 3. That's when Silco gets Jinx. That's when Violet runs away. That's when Violet punches Jinx or Powder at that point. I think episode 3, and that's when Milo and I don't know the dude with
Clagger.
Yeah. That's when they both die. Mm-hmm. That also had some of the best fight scenes in the season, if I'm being honest.
You didn't like the fight scenes between like
I like the fight scenes
like Vi and Savika.
No, not
really. Really? Like in the last drop when they were in there. Really?
I liked it.
But you didn't think it was better.
I didn't think it was better. Like the only one I think was better, or the only fight scenes, the only character who I think had better fight scenes was Echo.
Oh yeah, the bridge with Jinx was really cool.
The bridge with Jinx with the just the way
that animation was beautiful. By the way,
the way he moves on that board is crazy.
So good.
He's like the guy from fucking Subway Surfers.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, no.
But yeah,
Echo's cool as fuck. But yeah, give me
I
an
have
episode.
episode. No, that was mine. His episode 3 is
yeah.
his best episode of the season. Which I don't even think there's a close second, if I'm being honest.
I think, I don't know. I would have to think about what happens in each episode to give you an argument for that. But I would just give my next pro. We didn't see a lot of it, but I think what we did see was enough. I thought the dynamic between Vander and Silco was so good. Like the differences, the differences like in how their like philosophies work, like just it just works so well. And even though we don't get too much detail about the way Vander betrayed Silco, the impact of it and like the consequence of it is like enough.
Wasn't it they had a throwaway line where it was like he cut a deal with the top side to kill Silco or something like that?
No,
I might be misremembering that.
No, it wasn't. That was when that was when you're thinking of when Silco went to Vander's statue and started talking about how all they wanted was Jinx and the guy didn't even haggle, and he's like, oh, how undoing is a daughter, all that stuff. I think that's what you're thinking about.
Yeah, okay, maybe.
But yeah, I just thought it was so good because like even though we don't get too much detail about how Vander betrayed him, even though it's kind of implied that it's just because they were trying to go about the creation of Zon differently, but like the impact and the consequences that we see are just like it's more than enough to understand the weight of it, and I thought it was really good.
Yeah, and here's my next one, and I just think Victor was the best topsider. I really don't think it was very
well because he's not a topsider though.
Well, he's technically not, but he lives. He's a topsider now.
Okay, fair.
And he was by far the best one. Like I really think the next closest was probably what Mel.
Heimerdinger, you don't think?
Actually, no, Heimerdinger's second. I can't lie. Like that scene where he sees the ruins, that was a very good scene. And when they kick him out of the council. But like, I don't think anyone comes close to Victor.
No, I don't think so. I think I really like Victor, and like I kind of have to hold. Let me not say too much actually, but I really like Victor. I'll get my next one. Part of what makes this show so good is that no one is really good or bad, right? Every character is like almost like extremely morally gray. Because even characters like Silco and like Marcus, who was the police sheriff after Grayson, they're so complex, and the reasons why they do the things they do work. Like, you could understand why Marcus is the way he is and why he works for Silco. You understand, to an extent, why Silco is doing what he's doing. He's not just being a crime boss just to be a crime boss. Right? He's actually trying to, like get independence for, like, what he sees as his people. So, that's what I really like about the show is that, like, even Jinx is objectively a terrible person.
Yeah.
But everyone loves Jinx. So it's like, I don't know. I think that I just really like how they pull that off.
I will say, this is something I know. There was like a weird scene when we first see Jinx after the time skip. Or no, not when we first see her. Well, when we first see her and Silco together, where she's like sitting on his lap and like caressing his face. I was like, that's low-key a little weird. Like I get it's supposed to be like she's still kind of like a really like mentally immature. It's supposed to be like an innocent scene with the father and the daughter. But like I was looking at that and I was like, that's a little weird.
I mean, I kind of like I see where you're coming from, but at the same time, it's not unbelievable for me.
It's not unbelievable. It's just a little weird. That's
it's a little weird because Jinx is weird. Like, so like it does work, even though yes, like there are like I think it's meant to make you uncomfortable to an extent. Yeah, and I think it does that. Like there's a scene where like he doesn't actually baptize her, but like he's basically baptizing her, like putting her in the water and shit. They're like this close to each other. Like their noses are like about to touch. Yeah. That shit is objectively weird, but it's like they're both very like the type of characters where it's like you could see them doing this. Like I think it's meant to make you uncomfortable because you're not supposed to like them being together.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just thought I'm
out of ones on my list.
Okay, I'll get my next one, and this is about Jinx as well. This is about Jinx as well. I love how like you can see in certain moments that even when Powder was young, she still wasn't completely okay mentally, and like the seeds for Jinx were always there. Like the emotional arc she goes through in the first 3 episodes before she becomes Jinx, and the fact that it's Silco who's there for her is what creates Jinx and makes her such a compelling character because it's like, in a way, you can make the argument that like, well, none of this is just her fault because she was kind of like born crazy. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know. I like how like it's not like it was just like black and white. Like how she goes from a normal ass little kid to like now all of a sudden she's a female Joker.
Yeah, like
you could definitely see the seeds of it before.
Well, cause she's such a good character, dog.
She's such a good character. Such a good character. I can't wait to see what you think of her in season 2.
Oh my god. Also, this is a complete side note. Before I watched the show, I thought Echo was a girl.
When I first watched the show in the opening sequence, I thought Vi was a boy.
See, you're just stupid. But
no, but like the way they modeled her character did look like a boy when she was like in the younger scene. Like I'm not talking about like I'm talking like the first scene in the show. She did look like a boy a little bit.
Yeah, no, but Echo, like grown Echo, looks way more like a girl than Vi ever did look like a boy.
Okay. Anyways, I'll go on to my next one because you're out, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I just thought the first 3 episodes as a whole are probably the best ones because they set up the show going forward in such a good way. Like they set up Jinx and Vi's storyline really well. They set up the overarching conflict between the Undercity and Piltover like very well. And like the concept and the origins of Hextech were also done really well. And like the motivation behind characters like Echo, Silco, Jace, Victor, all done very well.
Yeah, no. I agree. And they actually didn't they have like a fucking like slur for the fucking Piltover dudes? It was like the Pilties or something like that.
Yeah, Pilties. I wouldn't say that's a slur though.
Well,
they don't treat it like it's a slur.
No, but like, come on.
I mean, I guess I don't know, but like you never saw any Piltover people getting offended by Pilties though.
Well, yeah. And do you ever see a Piltover person talking to him?
I mean, I guess that's fair, but I mean, yeah, I agree. My next one, Ella Purnell does another amazing job playing a video game character. I don't care what anyone says, bro.
Who Ella Purnell voice?
Ella Purnell voices Jinx.
Oh, she does, really?
Yes, the way she plays Jinx is so convincing, bro. Like, she plays her mental illness very well, and her line delivery is so good, and it does such a good job of portraying how unstable and unpredictable Jinx can be, especially after she gets Shimmer.
Yeah, no, with this... Ooh, Jesus.
That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, after already doing, well, technically she did this first, but, like, she did Lucy, which was good. Jinx is her best role. And it's not.
Oh, yeah, no,
like,
Jinx is her best
Jinx
role.
is probably the best role she's ever going to have.
That's because voice acting is a bit different. But Jinx is just the best written character in the show. It's the best role Ella Purnell will ever have.
Yeah.
Like,
but I thought she did so fucking good. Because she would, like, there's so many lines of Jinx where I'm just like I no longer, like I genuinely, like, I don't know, it's just so good. I'm kind of running out of words. It's just really good.
Yeah.
Okay, my next one. Victor is the fucking GOAT.
Victor is the GOAT.
Victor is the fucking GOAT. His plotline.
He's my second favorite character behind Jinx.
I could agree with that. Yeah, his plotline of using Hextech to cure his disease was so good because you can see how he gradually becomes like obsessed and entranced by the arcane to the point where even like he fixes his leg, but he gets too greedy trying to fix too much too quickly, and that ends up killing Sky, like Miss Young, his assistant. And it makes his character arc so compelling when you also add on top of the fact that like he was with I don't know if he's name dropped in this season, but you know the guy, like the one who made the mutation, who was working with Silco.
Oh yeah, he's not name dropped.
Yeah, his name is like, I don't know how to pronounce it. It's like Singed or Singed. It's spelled like Sing with ED at the end. Yeah, I don't know how you pronounce that, but like the dynamic he has with that character, which like that's the dynamic that drove him to use the Hex Core, and like the line he gives Jace when he realizes how destructive the arcane and the Hex Core could be before he ends up like you know going through with it was like in the pursuit of great we fail to do good. That was such a good line.
Yeah,
because like the way it was shot was beautiful too. They're like sitting there on that thing.
Oh, there was one from I forgot who it was. Was it Heimendinger? Let's move past that. There was one line he had I forgot to write down that was so good, bro.
Heimerdinger? Oh, what good lines did he have?
Yeah, it was him talking to Jace, I think. Or no, was it Jason Mel? I don't know. We're moving past it. I can't remember the line exactly, but I remember listening to it. I'm like, ooh, that's a bar.
Yeah. I'll give my next one. This is one of my favorite parts of the whole show.
Also, is it ever explained why Heimerdinger's like immortal? Or like can't age?
It's not that he's immortal, can't age. His species just lives longer.
Oh, it's just,
like Yoda isn't immortal. His species just lives longer.
Is this a species thing? They said
yeah,
that?
it's a species
Did they name his species?
No, but I think it's implied that it is a species thing. Here is what I genuinely think is the best show, or not, the best scene in the show. The scene where the two sisters, Vi and Jinx, reunite is perfect.
On the rooftop, or you mean?
But like after the flare.
So on the rooftop, yeah.
Yeah, on the like, it is in every way. It is perfect. Like I can't even begin to write down all the ways that it's perfect. Like it's just the best scene in the entire show. Like everything from like the way they first like reunite, the lines they exchange, when Caitlyn comes in, the fight after, when Vi realizes how much Jinx or powder has actually changed, the fact that right after that scene is when Caitlyn and Vi get taken by Echo, bro, like that is the best scene in the show in my opinion, is when they reunite for the first time.
I think it's between that and then when I think it's between that and when Violet punches Jinx.
No, because there's one line that I forgot to mention. When they reunite, when like Jinx says to like, "Are you real?" That was such a good line. So
that was a really good line.
And the way like Ella Purnell delivered it to was so fucking good, bro. And like, yeah, I thought it was the best scene in the show. And like, what was the one you said was the best?
Well, I said visually the best was the.
Oh, visually, that's what you said. Yeah.
I think it's between that or the scene where obviously you mentioned it, where Violet punches Jinx and then Silco pops up. And there's the crying, like that was also really good as well.
My next one is just like Jinx with Shimmer is so fucking good because the only other people we see who take Shimmer are Silco takes it in like a drop for his eye, right? But when Vander and the other guy take it, it changes their body structure and their like body mass, and the way that like Jinx probably has way more.
And, Victor takes it, but like.
Well, Victor takes it too, but it's not like...
It's a different type of shimmer.
Yeah, it's a different type of shimmer. So it's not really the same thing. But, like, the shimmer that... At least it's kind of implied that, like, the shimmer Jinx got is kind of similar to what Vander got and what the other guy got. She doesn't go through what they went through. Instead of becoming, like, physically worse, I guess you could say, mentally she goes from being insane to becoming as unstable as someone could possibly be.
Yeah.
And, like... Her character in this season is like one of, if not the best female characters, like written female characters I've ever seen.
Oh, yeah, no.
And like, the actions she takes when she's under Shimmer is so good. Like, I'm talking about like the scene where like she's with Vi, she's with Caitlyn, and she's with Silco. That whole sequence is amazing.
Or when she blows up the council.
Bro, when she kidnaps Caitlyn, bro, that was like, that was such a good scene. I don't know. Her with Shimmer, I just loved it so much how they went from like, instead of making her like, oh, we're gonna make her fucking 6'4" and weigh 250 pounds and give you like this muscle mommy thing. Instead, they just made her even more of a lunatic.
Yeah.
And I just thought that was a really good decision. I only have one more. Is there anything else you want to say before I get my last one?
Nah, I'm probably good for now.
Okay, well, the last one is going to be but the last thing in the season. The ending was phenomenal, in my opinion.
The cliffhanger.
It was really fucking good. It was beautifully shot and it was animated so well. And it was such a good cliffhanger to end on for this season. And like, the story is built off of Jinx and Vi, and the fact that the season ends with Jinx telling Vi that she's the one who made her this way was so good, because then Jinx blowing up the council room is then seen as like it's seen in the way that like it's like the Jinx that Vi made is finally being like kind of pushed to her limit. Like that's the way I interpreted the final scene where like she kills Silco and she's with Caitlyn, she's with Vi, and she blows up the council room. Is like she just got pushed to her limit and she's already on Shimmer, and it's like she just completely lost her mind. And like I think it's like, yeah, she doesn't have any inherent motivation to blow up the council room, but does she need any?
No, that's kind of the whole point of her character.
Exactly. Like, she doesn't really need any. And it's like she's doing crazy shit because of the fact that like she's just crazy. Like, sometimes it is good to just be crazy just to be crazy. But there is also a lot of stuff she does in this season that is crazy that she has a very good reason to. Yeah. In terms of why she's like that.
In a lot of ways, Jinx is just better Harley Quinn.
Oh my god, bro. Don't even put Jinx and Harley Quinn in the same conversation.
Better Harley Quinn?
Season 1 Jinx is like probably one of the best written female characters we'll ever get and like talk about on this podcast.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
She's just Harley Quinn, but significantly better in every way.
Significantly better because she doesn't need a Joker. Harley Quinn needs a Joker.
Or Poison Ivy.
Well, no, she needs a Joker because she needs to start with a Joker before even getting to Poison Ivy.
True, but still. So, Is that all we're doing?
that is all we're doing. We're
Okay.
at 40 minutes now, so we made our time.
Justin, introduce yourself.
Come sit here, Justin.
Okay, I'll slide here.
Yeah,
You
we
can the
have,
laptop. I'll slide on the other side, Nico.
The last week we started the segment of doing the tournament style thing for Marvel and DC projects, putting different matchups of like which movie's better than the other movie. And ideally we wanted Justin to be there for that, but he's a little bitch and he didn't come.
That was a poker night.
That poker night, but no. He didn't come.
Was it poker night? It wasn't.
It was not poker night. He's lying.
It was not poker night. I went to poker night.
It was that was the day after. The day
Exactly.
before I
You're
was
lying your ass
I was
off
playing
already.
Risk. Okay, I was playing Risk, and that's what it was.
Yeah, what a bum. Anyways, he's going to be our judge, and he's going to kind of manage, I guess, our arguments. Basically, if anyone didn't watch our shit last week, it's like a King of the Hill tournament style thing between Marvel and DC projects where me and Logan are going to, we're going to have a bunch of different matchups of different movies, and we have to basically do rock, paper, scissors to decide which movie we want to argue for. And then we'll do, 45 seconds for each argument?
45.
Yeah. And then Justin has to judge based off of our arguments which argument was better, basically which movie ends up moving on to the next round. Okay, Justin, here. Take this. Okay. Set up the timer, please, Justin, if you will.
Sorry, the dog's in between my legs.
Okay, set up the timer.
I got a dog in between my legs too, Justin. Don't worry.
Yeah, it's Frenchie's cute.
Oh my god. Okay.
Alright.
Okay, can we begin? So, here. Lean in when you
Speak a little louder.
Yeah, lean in when you
Sorry,
speak.
I'm
Yes.
a little quiet right now.
Okay, lean into this when you speak, please.
All right, the first.
Before we do the first matchup, we're gonna do rock paper scissors before that you say the matchup.
Okay.
All right.
Oh,
You ready?
You ready?
Yeah.
And we're saying it out loud. Yes.
Yeah.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock.
Yeah, rock. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. I got paper. He got rock. I won. Say the matchup. I get to decide what to choose.
I can't know what you're picking.
The first matchup will be The Dark Knight versus Spider. Oh. The Dark Knight versus Spider-Man 1.
Can you repeat that for the clip, please?
Sorry, The Dark Knight versus Spider-Man 1, Tobey Maguire.
Can you say it like a normal person?
Tobey Maguire, that is how you say it.
Stop yelling! I need to clip this after.
Just go.
Can you announce it one more time, please?
The Dark Knight versus Spider-Man 1, Tobey Maguire.
Okay. The one I'm gonna pick is obviously The Dark Knight. I have to go first, and he gets to go after me, which means he can rebuttal what I say.
Set up the timer.
Can you set up the timer, please?
The timer's already set up. You guys just
Okay, 45 seconds.
Alright.
Alright, give me a countdown so I can start.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, my argument for why The Dark Knight is better than Spider-Man 1. Well, I think The Dark Knight is just kind of consensus one of the best superhero movies of all time. And so it's like, in my opinion, everything in that movie is so good. I think Christian Bale is amazing as Bruce Wayne, obviously. Heath Ledger as the Joker is one of the, if not the best villain performance of all time. Probably won't be matched for a very long time. I thought Harvey Dent in that movie was really good as a side villain. We got Two-Face as a side villain. When have we ever had a side villain be that good in a Batman movie again? Not really done it again. The start from the end, everything was just so good with that movie. The hospital blowing up, the thing choosing between Rachel and Harvey was really good. And yeah, I just think that's why it's
That's
better.
time.
Okay.
Time for Tobey Maguire over here.
Toby.
Totally tubular.
Give me a countdown.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, one. So this is the first. This is the only Spider-Man movie live action, at least in terms of the three main ones, where we actually see the introduction of Spider-Man. I don't think he gets the powers in the Andrew Garfield one. I'm pretty sure. But
Can I say something?
He does.
does he get in the Andrew
I'm gonna
Garfield
pause
one?
it real quick. Andrew Garfield, yeah, but he doesn't get the web. He doesn't shoot from his body. He makes the web slinger in Andrew Garfield's. Alright, I'm restarting.
But yeah, he
I'm
gets,
continuing the timer.
Okay, yeah, but other than that, this is the movie where we see Harry Osborn, Green Goblin, which we also see, Norman Osborn, Green Goblin. We also see Harry Osborn as well, which Green Goblin is consensus by a lot of people the best Spider-Man villain. So, and that's consensus by a lot of people. That's not my opinion. So we're seeing that. We're seeing him struggling with getting his powers. We're seeing all of this. We're seeing the delivery of it well. And on top of all of that, you yourself have told me you do not like the Christopher Nolan Batman movies. So, that's
I never said I didn't like Dark
That's
Knight.
time.
Yes, you did. That's a lie. You told me you don't like the
I said I don't like Dark Knight Returns.
You told me Christopher Nolan's Batman doesn't do it for you. That's what you told me.
Doesn't tickle his fancy.
That's still a good movie though. I still know that it's a good movie. I just think in terms of Batman, that's not what I want to see out of Batman. But I'd be lying if I said The Dark Knight was not at least a 9 out of 10.
Now I have to pick.
Yeah, you have to choose which one advances, but based on just solely our arguments.
Your arguments, I think some of you did good. Some of you were kind of lackluster.
Okay.
Can I say the reasons why I didn't pick you alongside why I picked?
Make it quick. Make it quick.
Yeah.
This is so hard. The argument's sake. I gotta go. I gotta go Tobey Maguire.
Okay, can you say why?
Well,
why was this argument
I'm
good?
getting there.
Okay.
God.
Don't fucking yell at me.
Anyway, I think the point he brought up and what was better, that you see Tobey Maguire actually coming up. You see Spider-Man working his way into what it is to be a superhero. You see so many good scenes. And what he pointed out, Green Goblin
Is better than Joker? Heath Ledger? What?
Yeah, but then you also got to realize Christian Bale is Batman. Like, come on. He's good. Is he the best Batman?
Is Tobey Maguire the best Spider-Man?
Yes. Yes. And the only one you could argue with me on is Andrew Garfield. The only one you can argue me on. Until Brand New Day comes out, that's not changing.
Okay. Well, let's move on to the next one now.
Okay, so yeah, Spider-Man goes through. Okay, let's do rock, paper, scissors again.
Okay. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
I win. I got paper, you got rock.
Alright. The next matchup, Thunderbolts versus James Gunn's Suicide Squad.
I'm gonna say Thunderbolts. Can you start the timer, please? Give me a countdown.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, I think the reason why Thunderbolts is better than James Gunn's Suicide Squad is because I think it deals with heavier themes and it deals with those themes better. Because I think the fact that they deal with so much of the mental health stuff in Thunderbolts, obviously being the Void and Sentry, but they also go in depth on the other characters within the cast and why they are the way they are, all their traumas. Like, you get to see them go into the Void, you get to see the flashback scenes, whatever it is, and you see why they are the way they are. And they on top of that, they also have good group dynamics, right? Yelena, Red Guardian is really good. Like Yelena's dynamics with pretty much all the cast is really good. And the strength of James Gunn's Suicide Squad is the character dynamics between the whole group. Thunderbolts has that and way better backstories for all of them. Okay.
It is time. Okay. Okay. Logan, you ready?
Yeah.
Countdown starts in 3, 2, 1.
Okay, the reason James Gunn's Suicide Squad is better. So one thing, the main problem with Thunderbolts is that they basically solve their conflict with power friendship. That's the main problem with Thunderbolts. And in James Gunn's Suicide Squad, we talked about this before, is James Gunn does his best work with a team of people who have to come together as a family. And that's exactly what Suicide Squad is. The Bloodsport was amazing. Peacemaker was amazing. Rick Flag Jr. Dying was a really good scene. What was her name? Ratmaker 2 was a really good character in that. Ratcatcher 2 was a really good character in that show. Waller does really good as well. Yeah, I think I'm out of time, but
No,
you're
it's
not.
still time.
yeah, Waller does really good. The Starfish as the final villain, I think, was funny. The comedy in the actual movie is significantly better than Thunderbolts.
All right. Both compelling arguments.
Okay.
Right now, who I had to choose out of you two for this? Have to go James Gunn Suicide Squad.
Oh my god.
This is not biased towards Logan. He just made a more compelling argument.
Okay.
I think this one was a more fair pick than the last one, to be fair. If I was the judge, I would have picked your argument for the Dark Knight. But to be fair.
It's not biased, but
Can you explain why?
I was getting there.
Okay.
Jeez, always in a rush with this guy. Anyway, Logan, like what he said, actors, the characters, the scenes. Rick, what's it? Oh God,
Rick Flag Jr.
Rick Flag thing. Thank you, Rick Flag Jr. dying. Peacemaker, what a fucking joke. Oh, it hits every time. Also, the Starfish is a really good villain at the end.
Yeah,
with King Shark? With King Shark? No mention King
I
Shark.
didn't even mention King Shark or Weasel in that movie. But,
He doesn't like... You don't like Weasel.
I didn't like Weasel and Creature Commandos.
No.
But, I think it's like, visually, the Starfish was a really good villain at the end.
Yes. And Pete Davidson was in the movie.
And Pete Davidson was in the movie.
For 5 minutes.
He was the star of the movie, yes, I agree.
Alright, well... That's that round. You two gonna...
I genuinely know. I knew you won the second you said the power of friendship thing, because I knew Justin is the type to agree with that no matter what.
I love the Thunderbolts, don't get me wrong, but if you compare it to James Gunn's Suicide Squad...
Suicide Squad is a better.
It's a better movie.
Okay, yeah, but like, are you going off of what's
No, I'm just going off your arguments. You said they come together and they work as a team. To be,
That's literally not what I said.
and to make
That's
each other-
literally what he said. What are you talking about? That is literally what
I never
he
said
said. That is literally.
I don't remember him saying that.
That's exactly
those words did not come out of my mouth.
That was half of his argument. What are you talking
I
about?
said that there was better. I said that there was like really good characters in scenes.
You didn't even mention any of the other good characters. You kind of just said Yelena. She's a good character. There's other great characters.
Oh my god.
You didn't even mention Bob, who was the
Yeah.
I did. I mentioned Century in the Void. That's Bob.
Well, technically, they're 3 different characters.
Oh my god, I can't believe you, dude. It's the same character. Like, they have the same memories. They have, like, what are you talking about?
Okay, rock, paper, scissors. Come on.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Both went scissors. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Both went paper. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
I went rock, he went scissors. I have to go first
You
again.
really
I actually don't
suck
really.
at rock,
I don't really like going first. I'm gonna be honest, bro.
Hey, bro,
This is such a
advantage.
to the people listening. This is such a lopsided matchup
God.
right
I think I
here.
know which one it is.
Wonder Woman versus Loki, which I'm assuming is the TV.
Wonder Woman? What?
Wonder Man.
Wonder Man. Sorry.
Wonder Man, you idiots.
So I was half looking. I was looking.
You can't
at you two.
read.
I was looking at you too. I saw Wonder, and I assumed it was Wonder Woman. Fuck.
Wonder Man versus
Wonder Man
Loki?
versus Loki.
I think you know what I'm gonna pick.
Yeah.
I'm going to pick Wonder Man.
Okay.
Start the timer, please.
The countdown starts in 3, 2, 1.
Wonder Man is better than Loki simply because Wonder Man has a better main character arc. The arc that Simon Williams goes through in Wonder Man is significantly better than what Loki goes through in Loki. Simply because of the fact that what Simon Williams goes through in terms of his journey to become an actor, his journey to become Wonder Man, how he's viewed because of his powers, the life he's lived because he's had to hide his powers his whole life, his dynamic with Trevor, I forget his last name. Trevor Slattery. That's the best duo we've had in the MCU, probably. Like, other than maybe like 1 or 2 exceptions, that's easily top 3 duos in the MCU. And they're just really good together. There's a lot of great scenes. They had some of the best emotional scenes post Endgame Marvel. It's very easily the best MCU TV show.
Time. Okay. Very compelling. Do you know, for fun fact, the actor for Captain America, what's his name?
What?
The guy that
Chris Evans.
The other one. No, the other Captain America.
Oh,
the
Anthony
new one.
Mackie?
Government agent?
Anthony Mackie?
Yeah, that one.
Oh.
He kissed the actor for Wonder Man in Black Mirror episode. Just saying. They did
I
that.
needed to know that. That really
That was necessary to put
That's why he hates Captain America in the show. Didn't know.
Okay, bro.
Logan, your countdown starts in 3, 2, and 1.
Okay, my argument for why I think Loki was the best, or was the better show, is I think Loki redeems one of the better MCU villains we've seen up to that point. He was the lead of Avengers 1, which was obviously the biggest movie of when it came out. It jump started the MCU in a lot of ways, more than even Iron Man 1 did. And it gives his redemption arc, which was very good across the show. We see one of the best scenes, which was him going into the I forgot what it's called, the Chair of Time. That actually is going to have a lasting impact into Doomsday, maybe Secret Wars. We see how he deals with actually having his brother die because of how their relationship developed in Ragnarok and how it ended in Infinity War, and then he came back in Endgame due to the time travel stuff. That's all I have for that.
Sorry. All right. I do have a question before I answer anything. I didn't watch Wonder Man. But what does Wonder Man do? Does Wonder Man do anything outside of just the TV show? Like, does he have any impact to like?
No, the TV show is his first entrance, and it's speculated that he's going to be brought back
in Doomsday.
Or in
Secret Wars.
But he's going to be. He's more than likely going to be post reboot as well.
Okay.
I'm probably going to be there. All right. So I'm gonna say both those were good. I gotta have to give it. Gotta give it to Wonder Man. Like you said, the character development was.
I agree.
Like you said, better. You actually see how he becomes into the actor, into the Wonder Man. Loki, I agreed with what you were saying with the impact of Secret Wars and Doomsday, but
it's hard to defend a guy that dates himself.
Yeah,
it really is.
Yeah,
it really is. Though I think it did kind of work a little bit.
It worked in the show.
It worked a little bit, yeah.
Is it morally wrong to crack a different version of you?
No. If it's yourself, no.
Unless it's underage.
What if you're underage?
Yeah.
Well, then obviously that's an exception.
What if?
But if it's like a younger version of you who's a woman, then no, that's weird.
What if you got yourself pregnant though? Would that be morally wrong or right?
Wouldn't you just birth out an exact replica?
That would just
of yourself?
be 100% like inbreed.
It would literally be an exact replica because
DNA.
you have the same DNA minus an X instead of a Y chromosome.
Yeah. So yeah, that'll probably be.
It'd literally just be.
Why are we talking about this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that one of the clips?
Rock, paper, scissors.
Okay. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Okay, I got paper. He got rock. I won again. I don't really like going first. I'm gonna be honest.
Stop winning, bro.
It's a strategy. I totally didn't mean to lose. Rock, paper,
It feels like if you go first, you should have the better pick.
No, because if you go first, you get to pick what you want, but then the person who loses gets to rebuttal you because they go second.
Yeah, that's fair. It kind of evens it up a little bit. All right, matchup: Infinity War versus Snyder's Justice League.
Do you want to pick Snyder's Justice League?
Fuck no!
One time.
I'm going Infinity. No, Avengers Infinity War.
One time for the
Avengers Infinity War.
Yeah,
Avengers Infinity War. Can you give me the count? The
Countdown is initiating in 3.
Can I
2,
avoid my
1.
Why is it Avengers Infinity War better than Zack Snyder's Justice League? It just is, unfortunately. Listen, so many good things happen in that movie that just blow anything that happens in Zack Snyder's Justice League out of the water. I probably couldn't even tell you what the best moment of that movie is because, number one, it's 4 fucking hours long and half of it is just mid. But the thing with Infinity War is that it has so much good moments. Thanos throwing Gamora off the cliff is better than anything in Zack Snyder's Justice League. Peter and Gamora in that movie is really good. You have Spider-Man in that movie. Doctor Strange, Tony Stark, all in that movie are very good. Everything in that movie is pretty much peak. It's way better than Endgame. It's probably the best Marvel movie to date, to be honest. Like, I don't think they made anything better.
All right. Okay. Logan needs a performance of Tom Brady right now. Prime Tom Brady.
I don't know what you're going to say. If I was you, I would have no idea what to say.
He'd have to.
I don't.
This is the second.
This is Zack Snyder.
This is what it was supposed to be, but
This is the 5-hour long one.
Okay, so it's what it was supposed to be, but got cut. No,
Yeah.
no problem.
Yeah.
Countdown starts in 3, 2, 1.
Okay, since I am being held at gunpoint to argue for this movie, Zack Snyder's Justice League, it does have some high points, which I think I forgot his name, Steppenwolf. I think his dynamic with Wonder Woman after he kills all of Themyscira, I think that was very good in Snyder's Justice League, which the extended runtime did help to kind of splice onto that more. I get to see, I mean, there is some really good, I think, funny one-liners with Ben Affleck's Batman and Ezra Miller's Flash. Like so what's your power? I'm rich. There's some good one-liners in there. As well, we see Superman get brought back after he got killed in, what was it? Batman vs. Superman. We see, like, how the team has to react. We see him fight, the scene where he stops Steppenwolf. Fuck! Okay.
Alright. I'm just gonna
I think I won pretty unanimously.
So, your two arguments. Well, I definitely.
Before you
I don't
say
blame. I don't blame the people talking about the movies. I blame the movies itself. For this one, at least, whoever made this rank shit didn't really make it fair.
Oh, yeah, Nicholas.
Oh, hold on, let me explain myself. There are people on Twitter who will fight until the day they die.
That's
Zack
fair.
Snyder's Justice League is the best thing to ever grace Earth.
Yeah, that is fair. I will say, the one thing that went against you, in my opinion, you brought up Peter Quill. It should not be. If you're trying to compel me to like Infinity War, don't bring him up. Don't bring him anywhere near me.
It was good because his motivation is to get back Gamora, and all the shit he does kind of
that's
spurs
cool
on everything.
and all. You're cooking the universe.
He doesn't know that though, but that you need a reason. You need a reason to start everything that happens in the
Bro, holy simp shit, bro.
I'll give you a shoulder massage, Justin.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, he's sucking.
He's
dick
bribing
so
the fucking
hard.
judge. Get the fuck off of it.
So hard.
Stop kissing dick, dude.
I will say for what Logan had to use, not bad.
I think he did good, yeah.
By the time it was 30 seconds and he was still yapping, bro, I knew he was fucked. Yeah.
What, you wanted to get a 30
I'm
seconds
surprised.
and shut up?
I'm surprised he didn't bring up Ezra Miller that much.
If anything you say about Ezra Miller is going to be used against you. Like, you can't.
I think I argued that movie as perfectly as I could. Like, I don't think
Yeah, that was some good D. That was some pretty good D.
I'm surprised you didn't bring up anything about Darkseid.
He was shit in the movie. Why did I bring Darkseid up?
Yeah,
I think he wasn't amazing, but I think he was probably a bright spot.
I think Steppenwolf was better than Darkseid.
I'm surprised he didn't bring up any of like the action scenes.
The fight scenes were good. That's what I was going to
Like Ezra Miller. No, I'm saying when the Flash is running and he's wait. When he's going around the tube, when he's going around the tube and he's punching the people. Like
that's what I was about. I ran out of time. I was about to go in when Superman stops Steppenwolf's axe with his chest. That's the next scene I was going to go into. Which I was like, that scene was fire.
And I think arguably Ben Affleck is one of the better Batmans.
Wow, that is a take.
He's one of the better.
We're gonna move on to our next movie.
Who is he better than?
Is this rage bait or is this a real opinion, Justin?
It's semi-rage bait, semi-real.
Okay, let's move on to the next movie.
Yeah, go on to the next. Okay,
But we have bigger priorities.
Yes.
okay.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. I won. Scissors, paper.
Finally.
What are the movies?
I can't even say it. This matchup: Iron Man 3 versus Peacemaker Season 1. I'm assuming it's Season 1.
Iron Man 3.
Is that just Peacemaker Season 1 and 2, or
Is Peacemaker season 1 and 2? Yeah.
Iron Man 3 was the
Mandarin.
The Mandarin.
Oh, Mandarin. Mm-hmm. Ew. I am gonna take Iron Man 3.
Honestly, yo, I'm not surprised. I would low-key do the same.
I am gonna take my Iron Man 3. Okay.
Timer starts in 3, 2, 1.
Okay, Iron Man 3 with the Mandarin. Iron Man 3 is the first time since maybe the first movie where we see Tony Stark really get his ego checked. Like even in Avengers, like when he said Mandarin, this is my address or whatever, and then they actually went and blew up his house and everything. That was the first time we see Tony Stark's ego get checked, and I think that was a good character development for him. We see the evolution of the suits as the movies go, which was one of the strengths of Iron Man movies in general. And in the third movie, it's very noticeable. I think Pepper Potts, his relationship with Pepper Potts only gets better as the movies go on. In the third movie, it's very good, and that ends up setting up, obviously, when he marries her and has a kid with her down the line. Obviously, Trevor Slattery or the Mandarin, the actor, I think in those scenes, one, they were good scenes as like your Iron Man pulls up and
Time.
it's like,
Okay. Give him an extra second or two. All right, Nico. That's some pretty good argument. That was a pretty. You have a tough time against that.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, why is Peacemaker better than Iron Man 3? Well, in my opinion, Peacemaker, it does have some weak moments in season 2. I would be lying if I said I didn't admit. But I think that Peacemaker season 1 is probably the best TV show that DC has put out. It's super good. The dynamics between Vigilante, Peacemaker, Hardcore, Adebayo, Waller in that season is really good. What's his name? The fat motherfucker with the dyed beard. I forget his name all the time. Economist. Yes, Econogoat. I like all those characters are really good. James Gunn shines there again because he knows how to write group dynamics really well. The whole overwhelming or overarching plot of that season is also really good with the aliens. Season 2 is also really good because you have Earth X, you have Hardcore finally kissing him. Yeah.
You're talking about season 2 when the thing on the list specifically said season 1.
No, then it said
It
Peacemaker.
just said Peacemaker.
Does it? I swear it said Peacemaker season 1.
I just
said
looked at it. It's Peacemaker.
Oh, okay.
And I can tell you, I intended it to be both seasons.
Okay.
That's why, because Loki was both seasons.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Well, both arguments were good. One was a little bit more thorough than the other one because there's more to talk about, wide range. But I'm gonna have to give it to Iron Man 3.
You can't go in your argument and talk about it. You literally got mad at me when I did this about the Flash movie. You can't go in the argument, or the Wonder Woman movie. You can't go in the argument and talk about, yeah, Peacemaker season 2 is mid, but
That
I still had weak moments.
what he was talking about with Iron Man 3, I'm pretty sure I'm like one of the very few who actually like Iron Man 3
Yes.
because
I did not like Iron Man 3 at all.
I liked it when I watched it.
Because what's the argument on hating it, bro? The whole point of Iron Man 3 is the white man using culture to hide behind something to be like literally running terrorists. He's a villain.
Yeah, I personally just didn't like the twist with Trevor being an actor. I didn't like a lot of the stuff they do
That's
with like the whole point.
You didn't like the end fighting with all the Iron Man suits?
It's like no, hold on, Justin, no, because like you hear one thing and like the way it digests in your brain, you convert it into some bullshit that comes out of your mouth.
Yeah,
I'm
just hearing
like
yeah.
your comprehension skills are very bad. You can't comprehend what someone says to you. Never once did I say that.
Yo, is this a podcast or just therapy?
I fucking hate you. Come on, bro. How many matches do we have left for the right side?
You got a little bit more.
Okay. We're doing decent on time. Okay.
Yeah.
123? Yeah. Or, no, 106. Oh, we're fine. All right. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. I went scissors, he went paper. I'm picking Avengers 1. Oh, wait, actually.
Can I say him? What am I here for?
Okay, no. We'll just start the clip when he said it.
Jesus
Okay, go.
Matchup: Avengers 1 versus WandaVision.
I'm gonna pick Avengers 1.
Okay.
Which one? You do have good points for WandaVision on the list side. And that's not on my argument. Sorry.
Better be blown out of my socks here. So timer start.
I will blow you out of your socks just in a different way, Josh.
Timer starts. No.
It started?
Yeah.
Restart it. He didn't
I
notice.
said.
He didn't
Because normally you have it on the table where I can see it.
Well, now I'm hiding it, so you don't know.
Oh, that's great. Okay.
Timer starts in 3.
Can you read it? Because now you fucked up my clip. Do it again.
Fuck your clip.
Do it again!
Fine. Timer starts in 3.
No! Say the matchup, you fucking... Oh, my God.
The matchup, because Nico is a very sensitive baby, is WandaVision versus Avengers 1.
I'm picking Avengers 1.
Okay, the timer starts in 3, 2, 1.
Okay, why Avengers 1 is better. Obviously, Avengers 1 was the peak of the first couple phases of the MCU. It was literally generational when it came out. It completely, as much as Iron Man 1 revolutionized the MCU, Avengers 1 still carries that legacy. We see a lot of character development in that movie. Obviously, Iron Man sacrificing himself at the end is one of the best things we've seen Iron Man do until he ends up sacrificing himself in Endgame. Obviously, we see the connection of characters. Nick Fury is really good in that movie. We see Hulk is amazing in that movie. The one-liner where that's the secret. I'm always angry. The fight, obviously the fight scenes. Hulk smashing Loki. The dynamic between Hulk and Thor. We see the fight scenes. Hawkeye. Even Scarlet. Black Widow does good. Yeah. I was thinking Scarlett Johansson, and I kept looking Stutter, and then I tried to say Scarlet Witch. I was like, bro.
Scarlet Witch. All right, Logan. It's good. Nico. I'm giving you 3, 2, 1.
Scarlet Witch was not in that movie. Anyways, let's start. I'm arguing for WandaVision. Why is WandaVision good? Well, number one, it's probably before Wonder Man came out. It was, and there's still an argument to be made for it to be the best MCU TV show. Because of the fact that, with Westview, the whole plot point with Westview of her controlling everything simply because she just wants to have a family. That builds off of a lot of the stuff that we see when it comes to her introduction in Age of Ultron, Pietro dying, her brother, her being taken in by Captain America and the Avengers, and then the whole conflict in Civil War, which leads up to that and leads up to her mental state, which it fully explains why she's doing what she's doing in that. Obviously, Monica Rambeau is introduced in that, and she's going to play an important part in Avengers Doomsday, so it helps set up the future. Okay.
Your argument was buns, I'm not gonna lie. Your argument was buns, I'm not gonna lie. You talked about 2 things that were in the show.
All I'm gonna say is, you didn't see that one coming. Now, for the point, I'm gonna have to give it to Avengers 1. What Logan was pretty right. It was the most generational movie, other than Iron Man 1. And
Well, yeah, Avengers 1 just
and arguably Captain America.
Whoa, which Captain America?
Which one Captain America do you think I'm thinking?
Are you talking about the first Captain America?
The first Avenger?
Are you talking about that one?
Yeah.
Okay, let's move to the next set of movies. Come on. Rock, paper, scissors.
That's my favorite Captain America movie.
Rock, paper, scissors.
That's your favorite Captain America movie?
Oh, I'm just a sucker for World War II.
I could, you know what? That's a good argument. That's
No,
a good
it's
argument.
not.
That's a good
Yes,
argument.
it is, bro.
History buffs can get their way. Okay, ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
I won. I got paper. You got rock.
Oh god, he's already listening.
I'm gonna be honest. This is kind of frustrating because I don't know how to argue for Justin.
Well, bro, because here's the thing. I'm like, you're like trying to, like, bro, you spent the half of the last one. You're like,
Yo, we just see a bunch of
we
actors.
see Scarlet Witch in Civil War. We see all of this that leads up to the show. It's like, okay, that's cool, but you have to argue for the show itself.
Well, because bro, 45 seconds is hard, bro.
It is hard. I'm like,
45. It's really
I'm
hard,
getting
bro.
cut off a lot.
You know what I'm gonna say? This is gonna be a battle of the shitters.
Oh god, which one is it?
TASM 2 versus
Wow.
Multiverse of Madness.
Oh my god.
Battle of the shitters.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna pick Tarzan 2. I think I have to.
Fuck.
Okay.
Alright. Timer starts in 3, 2, 1.
Why Tarzan 2 is better than Multiverse of Madness? It has the best, probably, live-action love interest we've seen in a superhero movie in Gwen Stacy. Emma Stone and Andrew Garfield's chemistry is probably the best on-screen that we've seen. Her obviously not sacrificing himself, but her dying at the end of the movie is probably still one of the best Marvel scenes of all time. Because of obviously what it means and the fact that like, it's so emotional. I think the beginning motivations for Electro were good. I think Electro visually looked good, and that was a risk because they decided to go with blue instead of yellow. But I think Spider-Man is probably at his like most friendly neighborhood New York, like that he is in that movie. Like you see him stopping crimes and like he's very talkative with like the New Yorkers, and like you see him graduate, and so he's kind of like maturing into like being an older version. Okay, damn.
there.
Okay, what? Do you want me to not talk during my 45 seconds,
Kept
bro?
rambling on about the same thing. Anyway, besides that point, Logan,
Okay, give me my countdown.
the floor is yours in 3, 2, 1.
Okay, so Multiverse of Madness, we see an actual, we see a continuation of the emotional arc from WandaVision. The entire movie is centered around actually the emotional development of Scarlet Witch as she delves further and further into her own insanity. She's trying to kidnap America Chavez, use the Darkhold to steal her powers so she can have more time with her children. We have the multiversal hopping stuff. We see like Scarlet Witch in this movie is probably the darkest actual villain we've seen in the MCU. Like she does the most insane stuff out of any villain we've seen in the entirety of the MCU, like exploding, shutting Black Adam's mouth so he explodes himself. But it literally is just. And then Doctor Strange, there's obviously some lines where they're speaking to each other, and we just see like her like depravity in that movie, which ends her arc very well.
Time.
I was like, I could shit on Electro, but then I'm not gonna have enough time to get in the point I need to make about Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah, because, bro, the first time we did this, I spent like half of my arguments on that just explaining why the other movie was shit.
Yeah, it's like
But I can't do that
I can't do that extra.
Yeah, I can't do
time.
that anymore.
Oh my god.
But I do genuinely believe that, though. I do think Electro is actually pretty good at being blue.
TASM 2 has its highs, it also has its lows. Multiverse Madness is, I'm pretty sure, just lows and one high. Oh my god, the waste of the Illuminati. The waste of the Illuminati. Oh my god. Oh, Electro.
You gotta go off of the arguments.
I know. But Jesus Christ. Honestly, both arguments weren't really that compelling.
Well, because it was shit for shit, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what you want
I'd
me to
still
say,
pick
man.
TASM 2 over Homecoming, though.
What?
I picked TASM 2 over Homecoming.
Well,
I can't believe you just said
we
that.
can talk about that later. Pick between the two arguments.
Yeah, I guess I'll give it.
I'm not mad either way this goes, honestly. I think we both get good arguments for the movies because they both suck.
You actually did really good with what you were giving. I'm gonna be honest.
Multiverse of Madness, I guess.
I'm not mad about it because that one could have gone either way.
Okay.
I think you made good points. Like Emma Stone.
You made
is the
good
best.
points.
Emma Stone, Gwen
One
Stacy is the
good
best
one.
love interest we've seen outside of Peter Quill and Gamora.
Okay, can we make this kind of on the spot? Can we make a new rule when we do the next round? We get more time.
Yeah.
Not like next matchup, but like next round.
No. Yeah, that's what I was saying. When we reach the next stage, it's gonna be like
Yeah,
a minute.
I think it should be less time. You get 30 seconds.
Yeah,
So
10 seconds. You get 10 seconds.
You have to think on the feet. You got to think on your mind.
No, I think a minute, 15 more seconds is good.
I actually would be curious what Justin would say if he was to argue for 45
Well, I'm not in
seconds
the hot
for some
seat.
movie.
I'm not in the hot seat.
I genuinely am curious what the bullshit he would
Judge
spew.
don't play. Judge don't
The
play.
bullshit he would spew if he had 45 seconds to argue for one of these movies.
Hey man, I'm not here to argue. I'm not here to argue. I'm not here for the debates. I hate debating.
Okay.
In itself.
Okay, ready?
Not a match
Rock,
debate.
paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh my fucking God.
I keep losing.
Okay, I got paper, he got rock, I won. Go.
Fucking, you hate winning. All right.
I don't like going first, bro.
Okay, this one's pretty fair. The No Way Home versus The Flash season 1 through 4.
Oh my God. No way home. This is okay.
Wait a minute, yo, wait, whoa, Flash season, whoa.
Okay, no.
That's not the worst. If it was the entire Flash
I got this.
you're fucked.
I got
This is the peak.
This is my specialty. I got this.
Yeah. Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Why No Way Home is better than The Flash season 1 through 4? No Way Home is by far and away the best live action Spider-Man movie we've ever gotten. And it's not close. Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield are not just cameos in that movie. They're actual fully fleshed out characters. They have good motivations, obviously, because they have their movies to set it up. And on top of that, they play actual important roles within the movie to further Peter's emotional arc. Obviously, his arc with Doctor Strange about making everyone forget him and learning that tough lesson. Him going through that tough moment, losing Aunt May, which causes him to do that. His emotional scene with MJ at the end when he tells MJ and Ned that you guys are going to forget about me. That was also very good. And all the action in that movie was fucking amazing. I know there are a lot of fight scenes that you, Justin, fucking love in that movie. Because if you don't love it, then you are a LARPer. I don't know what else to say. Like, those fight scenes are so incredibly good in that movie. Green Goblin versus Peter.
Time. I accidentally gave you 5 more seconds.
Okay, I get 50 seconds too then.
Okay, fine.
That's fair.
Yeah.
What? Sit down, bro.
Put it up. I like standing.
Get the fucking close to the mic.
Move the mic closer.
Stand right there.
Stand right here, then. There we go.
All right. What is it? Isn't LARPing live action roleplay?
That is not.
Isn't that what LARPing is?
Why?
That's what LARPing is. Look it up.
Maybe you're right, Justin.
That's the definition before whatever the fuck you think it was.
That's not the way he was calling you a LARPer. All
What's
right.
that mean?
You can look it up on TikTok, Justin.
It's not safe for the podcast. And why do you say it?
Go ahead, Justin.
It's not good for the G spot. 3,
Oh my God.
2, 1.
Okay, Flash season 1 through 4. Okay, so we see obviously the introduction to Barry Allen. We see Reverse Flash, which is the best Reverse Flash we've ever seen in live action. We see Zoom. So we see the emotion. We see emotional character development. We see Barry's reaction when his mom dies. We see Barry's reaction when his dad dies, which is one of the best emotional scenes in the show. Zoom. We see Savitar. Savitar was also really good when he kills H.R. Wells or whatever his name was. Yeah, obviously, and then I'll go back into Reverse Flash. Harrison Wells, the scene where he kills Cisco is one of the best scenes in the entirety of that show and one of the best scenes in the entirety of any of the CW shows. Grant Gustin did amazing as the Flash, best live action Flash we've ever seen. We see Cisco, Caitlin Frost. There we go.
If you would have mentioned Iris being the main villain in the show, I would have given her a standing O.
She wasn't the main villain until season 5, to be fair.
Yeah, we are the villain.
We are the Flash. That was season 5.
Honestly, Iris would have done to Harry Wells, HR.
The biggest loss in the show is him fumbling Patty.
Yes.
Who was the girl before Patty?
No one.
Was it the weird thing with Caitlin?
No, Asian. It was the Asian girl. Yo, not even like Caitlyn and like Barry. That was good. That was a good like.
It was looking decent, but it's just Caitlin was never meant to be with Barry because she was grieving her fiance.
Yeah, rebound by right. Anyway,
I think I did pretty good.
that was. He brought up every good like point in the Flash you could make. Literally every good point, he said it. Maybe I'm forgetting, like, oh, when he gets his power, he gets struck by lightning and the chemicals, I guess. Whatever.
They also had Lady Gaga.
That is true.
They also had Lady Gaga. That's part of my argument now.
I guess not. Wait, didn't you get 50 seconds?
I did.
Did I only
You
get
only got 45. He stopped.
All right, Lady Gaga is part of my argument now. Lady Gaga is part of my argument now.
No, he did cheat. He did stop the timer at 45. So you get
You
5.
stopped.
I will, as judge, as final word, I'll let you have 5 more seconds.
What? No, just let him include Lady Gaga.
Yes, sir. Give me my time.
3, 2, 1.
All I gotta say is "Poker Face" by Lady Gaga, better than any song on No Way Home. There we go.
Time. Yeah. I gotta say.
There's no way. There's no Justin. I would never forgive you for this. I would never
My
forgive
argument
you
was
for
good
this.
though. You can't even deny it.
I'm not saying his argument was bad at all. I will never forgive you for this.
I'm gonna say, hey. You're gonna hate me.
I can't believe it's not good. I can't believe this. There's no fucking way you're about to say what you're about to say.
Sit back down. I don't feel safe. Sit back down. Why are you standing up? This is off argument. This is off the debate, not the actual shows itself. The Flash, seasons 1 through 4, beat No Way Home. That's crazy to say, but Logan, I guess a great master debater.
Yes, sir. I am a master.
You're a great fucking judge, Justin.
Dude,
You're an amazing
every
judge.
emotional
I
plot
had
point
better
in the
arguments.
Flash.
You didn't.
You had a better movie. I had a better argument.
No, you didn't. He just likes it more.
I had a better
I'm
argument.
going
Oh my
unbiasedly. I don't care if it's
Oh my god.
you,
Unbiased.
Kathleen
Okay.
Kennedy. God, I hate her though.
But the reason you gave was, well, he brought up all the good points you could possibly bring up. My good points are better than his
Oh
good
yeah, we
points.
had good action. Yo, the emotional tie-ins with Peter growing up. Gay. All right. No, we need a new judge. I need a flag on the play. Challenge the play.
I had a better argument. I had a better argument.
Challenge the play.
Hey,
Flag
bro.
on the play. No, that's some bullshit.
Lady Gaga is better than No Way Home.
Cisco
You heard
dying
it here
to reverse
first.
Flash and then time getting reset. That was great. He mentioned that.
Cisco dying was a really good scene. You can't lie.
Yeah.
Okay, was it better than Aunt May dying?
I've seen it
Debatably.
I've seen it done twice on Uncle Ben.
Debatable.
Oh my god. So your argument why it isn't good is because you've seen another character die twice. I can't believe
Aunt May dying.
I can't believe you.
Like she should have died 2 movies ago.
not that good is because you've seen Uncle
Nico, you gotta understand, she should have died 2 movies ago.
What are you talking about?
Should have died 2 movies ago.
What are you
Okay,
on
sit
about?
down. Sit down. Let's play rock, paper,
No,
scissors.
because like this guy's getting on my fucking nerves. What the fuck are you on about?
Sit down. Let's play rock, paper, scissors.
Hey
Okay,
man,
ready?
the highlight of the movie, Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield. I don't recall you mentioning
Ready? Okay.
that.
We should have the time. Wait, hold on. Let me see how many are left.
Villains are great though. I'd say Spider-Man 2 is better though. With Tobey Maguire.
Oh, we only have 2 matchups left. Yeah. Okay, let's go.
Okay, let's just speed through the last 2 then.
Ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. He won.
I won. I got rock. You got scissors.
All right. Matchup: Man of Steel versus Aquaman 1.
Jesus Christ.
That's honestly, I like both these.
That's a
movies.
pretty good matchup.
This is good. I like both movies.
I'm gonna go Man of Steel.
Oh.
I probably would have picked Man of Steel too.
Honestly, you look like Aquaman. Well, the comic version. Yeah. Not Jason Momoa. No one looks like him. All right.
To be fair.
Timer starts.
Except Maui.
3, 2, 1.
Okay. My reason why Man of Steel is better than Aquaman 1. Man of Steel, even the biggest haters of Man of Steel cannot tell you that it is objectively a bad movie. Their argument always is that it didn't represent Superman, but my argument as to why this is better than Aquaman 1 is because Aquaman 1 didn't represent Aquaman that well either, and Man of Steel is objectively a better movie. Zod versus Clark was really good. The introduction of obviously him becoming Superman, the introduction of his suit, that you have an emotional scene with him talking to a hologram of his dad where he's like, you'll take them with you to the sun cow. That was really good. The acting in that movie is very good. Lois Lane and Clark established a really good dynamic in that movie. And I think that the action is really fucking good. The final fight with Zod.
Okay.
The S stands for super.
The S stands for super.
All right, Logan, your time starts in 3, 2, 1.
So Aquaman 1. Mainly, my argument for this is going to be the actual theme and continuation of Aquaman having to come to terms with his status as an Atlantean, with his royal status, for what it is. His battle with his brother's racism towards him in a lot of ways due to him being a half-breed. When he gets the golden trident, I forgot the name of it, he has to actually accept himself as an Olympian. He has to basically purify his inner self between his human and his Atlantean. He has to go against, and there's a really good cinematic fight scene at the end between Atlantis and him while he's riding in on the big creature. Amber Heard in that movie also does very good for Amber Heard. Jason Momoa, even when he topside, he kills Black Manta's dad, which sets up the second movie.
Alright.
Amber Heard was good in that movie, I can't lie.
She's alright.
In the second movie, she was really bad. In the first movie, she was good.
But she wasn't even in the second movie. Can I pause the recording to go to the bathroom? And can we resume after?
Pee in my mouth.
Okay, I had to take a shit. Now you go, Justin.
Alright. I gotta say, both arguments for what the movies were, they're pretty good. Gotta give it Man of Steel.
I'm sorry, I thought he would give mine no. I really thought I would win that one.
I thought you would win that one too.
No, it's just like you said, the fight scenes with General Zod and Superman. Anyway, I love that. I love the fight scene.
Okay.
The costumes were great. Like you said, Superman, so good. And just Lois Lane.
Can I ask you this now that you've chosen Man of Steel? Did you genuinely enjoy do you think Man of Steel?
I thought it was good. I thought it was a good movie. Okay. Like Aquaman.
What is better, Superman or Man of Steel?
They're two different,
What is better?
They're two
Superman
different
or Man of
ideas.
Steel? What is better, Superman or Man of Steel?
Superman, but they're two different ideas.
Okay, that's all I was asking.
They're two
Good
different
job.
depictions. They're two different depictions of the same character. They went for two different paths.
I would say one is a mischaracterization
Yeah.
more than a different depiction.
Whatever you want to call it. Potato.
Okay, we have one
I think-
matchup left, yes?
Yes.
Okay, rock, paper, scissors, come on.
All right. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. I won. I went scissors. He went paper.
Can you stand
this one,
please?
I like sitting here.
This one is a hard one.
I think better when I'm standing.
We have Deadpool versus Ragnarok.
Is Deadpool 1?
Deadpool 1.
Okay, I'm picking Thor Ragnarok.
Whoa. Okay. A little odd. You didn't want to pick Deadpool 1. It's a little odd.
Can you speak up, please?
It's a little odd he didn't pick Deadpool 1. I like that movie.
I do too.
Is it better than Ragnarok?
Can you speak up?
Is it better than Ragnarok? Why is it all over there?
Because he's insistent of
Then
standing.
stand over here, bro. God.
Start the timer.
Alright. 3, 2, 1.
Okay, Thor Ragnarok. All of the characters think of it better than anything we see in Deadpool, especially Valkyrie, especially Hulk. We see him. We see Bruce Banner. His first time seeing him since Ultron. We see his where the fuck am I? What happened? We see Thor having to come to terms with his father dying, and now he has to lead all of his people. We see some of the best. Visually best scenes of the entire Avengers saga, where he comes down with the lightning on the bridge. We see what's his name, Surtur destroying Asgard. Hela is a very good villain in that movie, best villain of any of the solo movies in my opinion. Obviously Valkyrie again, she had a very good emotional arc. We see as she has her own problems with alcohol. We see the arena. We see Jeff Goldblum, who did a good job as his arena master.
I did not
Can you stop doing that? That probably sounds terrible on the recording.
Oh, it probably does.
I did not care for The Godfather.
Yeah, I can't figure out for that.
Yeah. Alright. Nico, are you ready?
Yes.
3.
Before we start, can I say this? I remember almost nothing at Deadpool.
Oh wow.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I don't remember
You're
much.
fucked.
Sure.
But I'm gonna try my best. Okay, come on.
Alright. 3, 2, 1.
Okay, why Deadpool 1 is better than Thor Ragnarok. The effect that Deadpool 1 had over the Deadpool character cannot be understated. In terms of, in the comics, he was never as complex of a character or as emotionally developed as a character that he is in that movie. They give him a good, compelling love interest. They give him actual, decent, emotional complexity behind his character outside of just being funny and breaking the fourth wall, which they do very well in that movie. Some of the action scenes in that movie is probably some of the best that Fox/Marvel, whatever you want to say, has produced. It's probably it's definitely top 3, if not the best rated R Marvel movie to come out. And I just think for those reasons, because of
Time.
the okay,
How many rated R Marvel movies are there?
Logan,
Yeah.
Deadpool 2, and Deadpool and Wolverine.
Deadpool 1 might be fourth on that list. It might be better.
If you
than
believe that, you
Logan
believe
is the
that.
best one, and then it's Deadpool and Wolverine, and then it's Deadpool 2 or Deadpool 1.
I wouldn't say Deadpool and Wolverine over Logan.
I said Logan.
Oh,
I said Logan first. Logan is the
I
best.
think Deadpool
movie.
1 is better than Deadpool and Wolverine, though.
From a character
Different time, different day, different time.
From a character perspective, maybe, but in terms of in general, I don't think so.
I think so.
Okay, well, both. I like both movies. Both of your arguments were very great. When you mention in both movies, Logan, you did kind of mention a couple of characters that I don't think a lot of people really care for,
That affects my argument. How?
like Valkyrie.
She had a really good arc in that movie. If I lose off of that, I swear to God.
You're not.
Can you come closer,
If
please?
you lose, that's not gonna be why. I'm gonna honestly give it to Logan. Like he said, Hela's one of the better like solo villains. I wouldn't say she's the best. I'd say she's one of the better ones.
Who would you say is the best out of all of the solo movies?
Tony Stark built Iron Man in a cave.
Okay, of course you.
That's not even the line!
Yeah, Tony Stark built Iron Man in a cave.
That's not what he said!
With the box of scraps.
That's not what he said!
Finish your reasoning. Finish your reasoning.
That's literally what he says. Anyway, now you made me lose my train of thought. Hulk being on the what was it called, the planet?
Coliseum, or I don't know the.
Yeah, that was great. Him getting lost, and then they find out why he got there in the first place. That was good. Honestly, Deadpool, like you said, he has a remote to.
Are you Michael Jackson, bitch?
Yeah. You want to win? Do you want to win?
You already picked his!
You want to win for the later ones? Start being a kiss ass. I don't know what to tell you. Jesus.
Give him a little lick on the tip. Come on.
I
Yeah.
already gave you a shoulder massage.
Maybe you gotta nuzzle in the sack a little bit. Anyway,
Oh my days.
like you said, the love interest in Deadpool, just making his character like drawing out more of his character rather than just a chimichanga loving dude.
Yes.
You're right on that. You didn't mention the villains. You didn't mention the.
I don't even think he remembers who the
I
villain
don't remember the
was.
villain, and either way, from what I remember, I don't think the villain was
Didn't
better than
mention
Hela.
Colossus.
The villain, the
They
only thing
mentioned
about him
Colossus.
is he was part of the X program that gave Deadpool his powers. That was the only like compelling
Yeah,
part.
and then they kidnapped his love interest.
And he's the villain in the second. No, it's just the first movie.
Yeah, it's his first movie. And Colossus. Didn't mention that either.
And Negasonic Teenage Warhead.
Megasonic Teenage Warhead.
Those aren't like
Juggernaut.
insanely big parts of the movie. Though. You act like that's worth mentioning over the shit I mentioned.
All right. Let's wrap it up.
Alright, I don't know who won that. Who won that?
You said Thor Ragnarok.
No, I'm saying, so for this whole thing.
Did you choose Thor Ragnarok or did you choose the?
I chose
Deadpool?
Ragnarok.
Okay.
Okay, it's not a who won for the whole thing. So we're going to. I'm just going to give a very quick summary of what movies won on each of these. So on the left side of the bracket, Homecoming versus the Batman won. Avengers Endgame versus Wonder Woman, Avengers Endgame won. The Flash movie versus Miss Marvel won. Civil War versus Spider-Man 2 won. Winter Soldier versus Superman, James Gunn's Superman, Winter Soldier won. Creature Commandos versus Moon Knight won. The Dark Knight versus Spider-Man 1, I think Spider-Man 1 won, right?
Did you
Justin, which
keep
one did you
count
pick here?
of the ones that won?
Spider-Man 1.
Yeah, Spider-Man 1 won. For Thunderbolts versus James Gunn's Suicide Squad, James Gunn's Suicide Squad won. And then on the right side of the bracket, Wonder Man versus Loki. Wonder Man won. Infinity War versus Snyder's Justice League. Infinity War won. Iron Man 3 versus Peacemaker. Iron Man 3 won. WandaVision versus Avengers 1. Avengers 1 won. TASM 2 versus Multiverse of Madness. Multiverse of Madness won. No Way Home versus Flash Show Season 1 through 4. Flash Season 1 through 4 won. Man of Steel versus Aquaman won. Man of Steel won.
Do you know you're wrong for that, Justin?
Deadpool versus Ragnarok. Ragnarok won. I think off the argument.
Don't hate the judge, hate the game.
I think I made a better argument for Flash Season 1 through 4 than you did for No Way Home.
I'm gonna be honest. I think I just don't know how to judge. Like I don't know how to like argue.
You didn't
for
mention
Justin.
any of like the villains' arcs either.
In
Yeah,
what?
you could have mentioned Doc Ock. You could have
Exactly, Doc Ock.
No Way Home.
In No Way Home?
Yes, he has a whole. Are you stupid?
God.
Green Goblin using Aunt May to like fuck with Peter.
Dude, you're heavily like underestimating how hard it is to capture everything in 45 seconds.
I think I argued the strengths of Flash better than you did
Yeah.
with No Way Home. Especially
You weren't
considering I had
prepared.
less
You didn't
strengths that
bring
weren't
your
as.
Didn't bring your notes. He wasn't prepared.
All right, so that's both sides of the bracket. Next time we're gonna start. What's it? Semifinals, I think technically.
No, I think it would be like
The quarterfinals, whatever. We're gonna start that next time. This is our longest episode, so thank you guys so much for listening. Have a good night. We'll see you next week for Arcane Season 2.